All right, Flip.
Yes, sir.
What were we talking about?
We were talking about
why somebody wouldn't let somebody else out of a recording contract or whatever production company contract or any contract you have if you are fly with them and have been with them for 20 years.
After so many years, after coming up together with them, and if they call you about like 25 or 30 years later, after reviewing their contract and saying, yo.
After 30 years. You reviewed your contract after 30 years.
No, I'm just saying, like, well, just trying to find loopholes and asking to get out of it. I feel like you should accommodate them. Especially
based on what?
Time, loyalty, friendship.
You listing all things that don't work in business.
Yeah, but when we sign, when I sign off first, that's what you're presenting to me. You're presenting those options: loyalty, friendship, time.
I'm presenting a business contract.
It's not true.
Well, they put bait on the hook when you go fishing.
Yeah, but then it's fucked up, right? Then you.
We gotta get the fish out of the water.
Smoke and mirrors a lot, Joe. It's a lot of smoke and mirrors.
That's the music business.
And niggas use love, and this is why the new age content creators or new age artists is winning, because there's no more morals and principles, and even if you try to implement them, niggas negate them. They forget about it. I forget about all that. If I was going through something, if I was signing to you for a long time, I would want to call you years later if something could happen for me. If I can make another move, I would want to call, yo, Joe, listen, it's been a long time, bro.
So I'm gonna let you
do me a favor. Can you let me go?
I'm gonna let you go and watch you make another move.
Let me ask
Why wouldn't you?
Let me ask you a question.
You're making the move yourself.
Why would I do that?
Flip. Flip.
Yes.
So I let you out of the contract.
Yes. So I can go feed my family.
So you can go feed your family.
Yes.
And I'm taking money out of my family's mouth.
Yes. Because you made all the money already.
I went to Webb fucking 6-7 years later when I didn't have a pot to
He
piss
told me
in.
you did that shit.
Everything was out the window. I didn't see how anybody could even view me as profitable. And I'm like, yo, dog, it's over, yo. Let me out. And he's like, why would I do that? I put this amount of money in you. I bought the studio equipment. I was picking the records. I fought with the DJs. I ran around radio stations. I did all of this shit for years, and I ain't really making no money back. So why would I let you out? I was like, well, I guess you wouldn't.
Yeah, but that doesn't make it right. I mean, Webb told me that on the phone, and he said how proud he is. You found another way, and you found a way to make it happen,
I
Joe.
did the same thing that I just said. The blueprint was laid out before us. The people that I see make it happen, they did it outside of music.
But what if you, okay, so then what you're saying.
If I were to stay in music, I owe fucking who I owe. I owe some shit now musically. I probably owe some Slaughterhouse albums. I probably owe Empire album. I did my publishing deal. Oh, it's finished now. Salute. But shit, 20 years in the pub deal. I got people that was fly that I met up there. Shout out to Jessica Rivera, all the people that was working in that building. Hey, y'all have made all the money, or at least give me some money, or let's just end this so I could go really feed my family. No.
You know what bothers me a little bit? I get it. But it seems like somebody who was so headstrong, once you got in position, you end up conforming to the same rules that was implemented that we were against.
Now, I'm one of the only ones that don't conform. I say that all the time.
What I mean by conforming,
example.
Yes, you do.
The example is me. I don't sign off my rights. I don't sign off my likeness. I don't just willingly relinquish
I'm not talking about that, Joe. That's what I'm probably saying the wrong thing. What I mean conform is that you're now speaking from the other side of the table. That's what I mean. I don't mean conform. You're speaking from the other side of the table, which is like, why would I let you out? But when you were the artist, when you were going through that, you would hope that a Webb and Nitty would say, yo, all right, because I love you, because we gave you these promises, I'm going to let you out. You would hope that.
You keep kind of making that point. You did it a little bit earlier. I'm continue to highlight the difference is if you are complicit in the system, then that's on you.
Okay, yeah.
I, from year 3 or 4, was trying to find a way out of this shit to never return.
Because it wasn't acting in your favor.
I was unhappy.
I know.
I was unhappy. It's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to bet on me at all times.
I understand.
If I had an album, I wanted to be able to just drop my album. I didn't want nobody telling me, hey, you can't do this, you can't do that. We control your shit. I didn't want that.
It don't
Some
feel
people
good.
want that. What I've learned, and I've said this before in this podcast, is most of the people that I'm preaching to, the good fight of independence and a union and unity and the power in numbers, they want to be in the situations that they in.
They don't want that shit.
It's a safety. It's a comfortability.
It's more risk involved,
bro. It's a safety and comfortability in getting a check every week. It is
facts.
Niggas can say whatever the fuck they want.
Get up and out the comfy living room and go make it happen. So I'm not going to try to convince you. And I know that when I do try to convince you, if you hot enough, somebody is on the other side offering you
way more
something that is undeniable for you to feed your family. We come from poverty. So I could be telling you, hey, from experience, hey, do it yourself, do it yourself, do it yourself. Get it out the mud. If somebody else come and say, yo, here go $1 million right now. Here go $2 million. Here go $5-10 million. Yo, I'm not gonna be mad at nobody for making the best decision for them. But I also understand how the game is played now that I was a part of it, fell victim to it, fought my way out of it, and now watch from afar.
What if you're in a production deal, right? And then every deal you try to go get, what if you're in a production deal and then, I guess I'm saying it right, and if you try to go get a new deal, the people that have you in a deal from a long time ago is still eating off of you and eating a big chunk. No.
Fam,
no,
I invested in you. You wouldn't be able to get that production deal.
You invested in me years ago, and you made that money back, and you made more than that.
That's not what a production deal is.
I'm saying, am I saying the wrong thing?
No. I'm saying if you're in a production deal, then that's what you are agreeing to. You're naming a production deal is we're gonna build you and carry along with whatever deal you go get popping because we're the production deal. We're not a label. If you sign to a label, you can't go sign to another label.
True.
We're the production company. We're going to develop you, build you up, make you a star for the label and for the brands to come fuck with you.
What if you no longer have a hand in making me a star? What if you no longer have a hand in
There's no such thing as that when I made you the star.
Joe, you understand what I'm saying? But
I'm responding to you.
Yeah, you're right.
I made you the star.
I'm agreeing with you. But I get the other side.
I get it too.
Yo, listen to this, right? Let's just say, hypothetically.
Yeah.
If Jay-Z signed Rihanna to a 360, you can't become Rihanna that owns Fenty, which is $1 billion brand.
Yes.
If I never had Umbrella.
I'm with you.
You understand what I'm saying?
I'm with you on that,
so indirectly, that person is still responsible for all of your ongoing successes, because if I never put you in front of the spotlight before, then you never become this. I get it. I'm not saying
but then everybody suffers, right? So I'm no longer going to make music or get the deal so you can eat. Like, everybody suffers.
Except the person that put their money out their pocket the first time to make you a star. I'm going to keep recouping some money, because if it was not for my money, you wouldn't have what you got today.
And I don't think everybody suffers. I think you the only one that's
gonna suffer. You might be the person that suffers.
You're going to be the only one that's going to suffer.
Yeah.
A manager can manage his whole life.
Yeah.
An artist can't artist his whole life.
That's true.
A production company can go find anybody and do this same thing again, unless you're an outlier like a Hove or the one
Drake
of ones. Drake is a one of one. But other than that, the game is the game.
Yeah. Do you feel like when an artist decides that they no longer want to be attached to the production company, right? Do you feel like that's a mistake, or you should just always just go along?
Circumstantial.
Circumstantial, got it.
I think it's circumstantial. I think that there's some marriages that seem to work, right? Like, there's a lot of production companies that act as a TDE for whatever the artist is, and it's silent, and they do it. They work. And you kind of want that. You recognize the benefit of the relationship. There's a lot of production companies that don't do shit. So we have the contract.
But do you think it's do you think it's predatory, Joe? Like,
the music business is predatory.
I don't think those contracts are predatory, because again, you didn't get to that next step without this company taking you in there.
I think I look at trap door in it. I don't think that because you helped me when I was 20.
Exactly.
You
when
should
I was
own
nothing.
me when I'm 40.
Thank you.
I don't think
that's what I'm saying.
I think it's nuance, and I get it. If I put my money out my pocket, I put you on a diet, I put you with the nutritionist, I paid them, I put you with the stylist, I got your XYZ done. You were not that when you walked in my office. You had a voice when you walked in my office. I made you a brand. I'm supposed to reap the benefits of my hard work. I still don't think though that I should be owning you for the next 20 or 30 years.
But what if it's a fair deal?
Hold on, let me ask you a question.
Oh, if it's fair, then it's fair. Because I don't think other people.
But what makes it a fair deal?
Like a low percentage or something like
Yeah,
that? What if they
yeah.
just get a small cut of everything
piece.
after they're out
Just
of
a
the
piece.
out of the equation?
Yeah,
I'm getting a piece of everything.
Yeah, just get a little piece.
I was gonna ask y'all, do you think that Jazz Prince should be getting money off of Drake today? He was the one who discovered Drake. He was the one who called Wayne and said, yo, I got this nigga right here. This nigga's ill. I'm gonna bring him in. You need to holler at him. You need to hear this nigga.
Yes.
And that was, what, 05 or something?
Shout out to Jazz, man.
I do think so. And I think that's the.
You say no. Wait, let him answer.
I don't
You
think
say
so.
no.
Really?
No, I think the time's passed already. I think I made you enough money, man. I can get him to go do it my own.
Do you think that every deal should have an expiration date?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
I was about to say that.
I do because unless it's understood from the beginning. A lot of times when we're making this deal, niggas make these deals and
I don't
say
know if anybody actually makes the deal and
that's
says
what's
the whole
fucked up.
perpetuity thing like up front. That's usually the finest of fine
No, I
print.
understand, but I
that's
just feel
what the lawyers of lawyers.
Yo, you go get with your lawyers.
Yeah, yeah.
I agree that this business is predatory, and what I mean by this is they target the younger acts, and there's ageism in this shit. So yes, but you have to go pay your attorney. You have to go pay your business accountant, your business manager, your road manager, your production company. Hey, sometimes niggas try to keep the money from the production company. Lord knows I did sometimes. You got to pay the people. What you'll learn is and most artists don't want to pay nobody. True. Most artists think they should get 100% of the pie. All of this is because of me, and that's it. But if you're an artist trying to make it, let's say you got away from the production company.
yes.
In your next phase, you have to pay for services still.
True.
That money that the production company was taking for their service, if you don't pay Ace for services, you ain't getting them.
True.
You're not just taking this money and putting it in your pocket.
That's true.
Neutral button.